Hello, my lovelies. How are you? I hope you're well. For those of you that are new, my name is Kim, and this is a channel about cross-stitching. And my channel name is The Snitch Stitcher. I am the same on YouTube as on Instagram, so you can follow me on both. If that is something that you see here that you like, please do so. Hit the like and subscribe button. It sends happy chemicals. It's awesome. For those that are returning, you know what to expect. It's going to be a little bit crazy. Just fair warning, my upstairs neighbor with the lead freaking boots has been stomping around. I've been waiting. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be what it's going to be. Got tea. Here's my mug for today. It's very true. I can't have this one at work. I was told that it was not very appropriate. Then stop making me make that face. It's all good. So, like I said, this is a channel about cross stitch. I have projects that I've been working on. I have new start. I have a finish. I have FFOs. I did not FFO these. You've probably seen them already on my Instagram and on Leopard and Lace Co. XOXO Tammy's page. So let's just, and I got some stitchy kindness and some haul. I got a little bit of everything this time. I am proud of me. Go me. Anyway. Okay, so let's get this party started. So I have been working on, this is one of my Tanya bags, of course. She has a Facebook group, Needle and Bone, on Facebook, and she does sales from time to time. This project is Sacred, and it is by Teresa Kogut, and it is coming quite along. It's coming along quite well. Okay, so here we go. It is called Sacred. It's going to have the Sacred Heart. If you're not Catholic, you're probably not going to quite get it as much, but it's okay. It's all good. So I just finished up this heart, and this I think was one of my challenges for my local stitching group. So I'm already set for the month. Yay me. I work on this primarily at work. I haven't been taking it the last couple of weeks because I have been, I was trying to get a finish on a project, so it didn't happen. Let's see, what's our next one? This is an awesome bag by my friend Wanda, and yes, that is fuzzy. And it says the Queen of the Flock. For those that are new, I love flamingos. Flamingos, Alice in Wonderland. It's a thing. And is this? Oh yes, this is Sumatran lace. This is by Ink Circles. I haven't had a whole lot of work put on this. This was one of my Whip Go challenges for the month from Melissa. And this is where we're at so far. And this fabric is coming up a lot more blue. It's a little bit more gray, and the pink is a little bit brighter. It's this floss. It is, and I've told you guys before, but of course, hold please. Oh, I don't have any loosey gooseys because they're all in my little container. This is Classic Colorworks Pink Posy. And it's really pretty. I really like the variegation on it. I did take it to work the other day, and I worked on some more of this. I did some of this in my local Stitchy group, so I am making some pretty good progress. I was very proud of myself, especially for my Whip Go challenge, to do that. So yay me. Do I have any plans on finishing it anytime soon? No. Do I have any plans on finishing anything anytime soon? No. I don't stitch that way. This is my big one. This bag is quite obviously too big. I need to measure exactly what I need, because I'm going to get Tanya to make me a bag about this size for this scroll frame, because that is going to be the permanent home, since it's a sew-on piece, and this is or sew-on frame, and this is going to be for Flamboyance of Flamingos. So I did make some pretty good progress the other day in getting this blue in. It is coming quite along. I still need to go back and finish filling in my border. I did, I don't know if you can see, let's see if we can zoom in. You can see the little tick marks here. That's at the tens. So whenever I need to make it, I don't know if other people get this, because I've told a couple of people, and they're like, I've never done that. I've been stitching for years. So if you have to count a long piece and it's just going to be regular DMC, you really can't do it with overdyed floss because you're not going to get the variegation. But for every 10th stitch, if you do half stitches, every 10th stitch you do a full X, and then half stitches, and then full X. and that way you can mark across. I also have done across the top with this. This is all going 10 up, 10 down, just so you can kind of see where it's at. It was helped me grid out what I was doing without doing a full grid. And I am doing this 1/1 on 28 count Monaco. I love this frame though. It's really awesome. It's made it a lot easier because this project really doesn't leave the house because I need really good bright light to be able to see it. And then with the frame and everything and pattern keeper and the whole shebang, it's just easier to do it at home. It is what it is. Okay. Let me see. So my birthday start for March 1st is the Fruits of Plenty. This is another bag by Tanya. This is one of her older bags. I love this fabric. It's just bright and colorful and everything about it. And the Frida Plenty by Modern Folk Embroidery is the project that I chose for my birthday start this year. I really only work on it at the beginning of each month. This one and another one, which is Matter in Hand by Jeanette Douglas, and that is Tammy's birthday start. I haven't worked on it this month though. I kind of fell behind because I got to working on other stuff, and I just honestly with the 4th of July weekend, I kind of just chilled around the house because I was just feeling kind of blah. I was just kind of tired, had a headache, kind of felt like maybe a cold or something coming on. It did not. So this is where we are. And I know the blue is a little bit harder to see. I am coming along on this piece. Let me scooch this out of the way. I still have some more to go in here. I'm debating about bringing in the bright green to use as leaves that kind of goes with this color set. Not sure yet. I did start coming down a little bit. Working on some of that because I was just like, okay. I needed, because I wasn't sure of the decisions I wanted to make here. There's still more motifs that need to be done up here and the leaves and coming down and other things. And I'm just not quite sure yet. So I figured I'd work on something else until I'm kind of pulling this out by the seat of my pants. That's kind of how I do most of my projects, especially if I have to make a decision on it. And this one's going to be a pretty good size. We're looking at most of that piece. Yeah. My friend Kelly, she is His Princess Kelly on Instagram and on FlossTube. She's Don't Run with Scissors. She just finished hers. I'm so proud of her. She was really pushing through to get it done, and I'm so excited for her. There are others of us in our Zoom group that are working on it, and we're at all different levels. But it's fine. We all go at our own pace, and that's the best thing about it. So I am doing my Frida Frenzy for the month of July. I'll get to what I'm working on here in a minute. But I am also one of my challenges for this month. My friend Debbie, her name was chosen, and she selected for me to work on One Nation because she's working on it. She's doing it over one on a higher count fabric. I think 32 or 36 count. Hers is a fraction of the size of mine. Hers is so tiny compared to mine when we put them together. But this is One Nation by Bygone Stitches. And I never can get this all in frame and they're going the right direction. Here we go. So this is what we're looking at. I'm all over the place. So I did just finish this entire row. And then I started doing Louisiana. Now with Louisiana, the reason it is in blue is because that's the state I was born in. And I did... It does look more like a fleur-de-lis when I see it here. I think I looked at it too long and I just couldn't see it anymore. But I did want to do the fleur-de-lis when I do Texas because that's the state I currently live in. I'll do it in blue. And then for, I think for the A, I haven't decided. I still have to chart it out. If the A or the X is going to have a wider footprint. I think the X is actually going to have a wider footprint. And I'm going to do the Texas star in there. At least that's the plan. So at least 2 states will be of a different color. Now, I know some other people that are working on this, and they're always like, well, I work on it just by page. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do that because I get bored. So what I end up doing is sometimes when I don't want to have to think about my stitching, I'll do these long lines because I'll come through and I'll do them in half stitches and then come back to do the other leg. And it's just mindless stitching without having to think about it. Sometimes if I don't necessarily want to work on lines, but I want to work on something that's kind of mindless, but I don't want to have to worry about my pattern, I work on the stars because they're a repeat. So I can look at it and see exactly where I'm at. And it's like, okay, I go through them. Although I do get bored with these after a while. It's really easy to get bored with these. Now, when I really want to see some progress, I start working on some letters. And that's usually when I'm at home and I can pay attention to it. Sometimes when I'm at Stitchy Group, my problem is with Stitchy Group is when I get to talking, I start messing up because I'm not paying attention. So I knocked this out the other night. I think it was, I don't even think it was on a Zoom. I don't even remember. But it's one of my WebGo challenges for this month to get some work on it. And I also work on it whenever there is a patriotic type holiday. So 4th of July, definitely. It got some love. So that was Friday night that it got some love. And a little bit, I think, on Saturday too. I can't remember for sure. This is another Tanya bag. This is one of my Alice in Wonderland bags. So freaking cute. Let's see. What do we have next? Okay, so I have 2 new starts. This one was started later, and this is a cute bag. This is the only person I'm allowed to cheat on Tanya with buying bags. This is from Renee at the Golden Familiars. So stinking cute. It's metallic. It is so super, super cute. And this is a pattern by Cotton Pixels called Sheep Quilt. And I actually have the physical copy. This was a market one that I got. Move my head out of the way. And it's super cute. So what it's done is it's actually stitched on one solid piece and then it's folded over to finish. The quilt that's on it is actually stitched on it. It's all stitched together. It's really cool with the way they've done this. I cannot wait to see how this all works out. I am doing this on the called for fabric, which is a 32 count light mocha linen. And let me get my smaller little guy here. So I am working primarily right now, and this is a mess because I just pulled it off the hoop, quite literally. Actually, oh, it's this way. There we go. I always put I try to put like a little clip or an arrow or something so I know which direction I'm going. So this is part of the quilt. So basically what's going to happen is all the sheep's swirlies are going to be stitched all the way around. The quilt square is going to be done that way. And then whenever we go to finish it, it'll be folded like this. So it'll be two-sided. And it'll get, all the sheep design will go all around. So you'll see progress on this eventually. I'm working on it right now because it's small and I needed a break because of some of the stuff I was getting finished with and trying to get done with, And so that brings me to my last start. It's a Frida bag. I actually have 2 matching bags, a much larger bag and then the smaller one. And I have an even smaller one because Tanya knows that I love this fabric and it just makes my heart happy. So for the month of July, I am doing Frida Frenzy. I love Frida Kahlo. She was an activist, an artist. She was always about being true to yourself, who you are, that kind of thing. And I love her stuff. It's bright, colorful. It makes you think. She also tried to portray, she had chronic illness and with pain, tried to bring that out in her paintings. Just a really neat lady. But yeah, so that's Frida. So one of the patterns that I am starting, and I will have to put a picture up here. This is, and most of these are just called Frida. So this is Frida by Barbara Anna Designs, and I am doing this on a blue Petapoint fabric. And I know, yes, I can see the dots through there. I don't really care. I'm doing it over 1. So this is her dress coming down. And of course it will have white dots that are in there. I'm just working on the yellow. This is 20 count, and I'm doing it 1 over 1. You can really see the polka dots through there right now, but I don't care. I like it. This fabric is a little stiff, and with the dots, I don't know if it'll zoom in. You can kind of see how they're like painted on. So you kind of have to pierce through some of the dots to be able to get them to do. So that's been a little fatiguing on my hands. So I'm probably not working on it quite so fast. But my goal is to work on these, or to start each one in July. I am going to start 5. I was planning on only doing 4, and then the 4 that I had were all my digital ones, and I forgot this one was my paper one. So yeah, so I have to go back and add one to it. That just breaks my heart. Another Frida pattern. Yeah. Anyway, so those are all of my projects. Now I do have, let's see, I have kitted up pretty much my stuff, the rest of my Frida patterns. I mean, there's a gob of floss. I haven't figured out all of the fabrics for everything yet, and I did have to de-kit for some of this stuff. Oh, there's, yeah, here's at least 3 of the 4. Because I think one of them I had to turn around and buy most of the floss for it. So I'm kind of out of luck, but it's nice bright colors. So these are going to be fun. This is very, very Frida-ish. Frida-esque. Oh, here's the other one. Here's my 4th one. It's right here. So I do have, one of them is a mini, and it goes here. This is Frida by Sweet Annet. It is the size of, you know, it turns out to be like a 2x3. Super cute. The next one is Frida by Little Room in the Attic. She has got fractional stitches. She also has Krynic. Yeah, she's got Krynic. And so I do have all the Krynic here. Let me put this up. So it's got these colors in Krynic. It's in her eyelashes. It's in her hair. It's everywhere. It's going to be wonderful. She's going to be fabulous. Okay, my bag tooted at me. I also have Frida Kahlo. Shoot, Frida Kahlo quote. I was trying to say that really fast. Here we go. And this is by Cross Stitch Pattern. I'm just using the called for colors. I just love the saying and the colors. And then the last one is this fun Frida right here. Anastasia Slavina is who it's by. The cool thing about this one is it's going to be like 3D. I am still debating on, it's stitched, it's supposed to be stitched on 14 count plastic canvas and be made to stand up, be kind of a 3D effect, and the arms move. I'm thinking about doing it on fabric and making it to a stand-up doll. Haven't fully decided, so that's why I don't have necessarily all of that kind of stuff with it. It's all good. That's a future me problem. That'll probably be the last one I start. I do, however, have a finish. I did put this up on my Instagram, so some of you may have already seen it. I'm not going to worry about my big board. So this is, let me get this straightened up a little bit. This is Wings of Spring by Velvet Pony. Is that not so pretty? Okay, so this fabric is coming up a little bit more blue. It's actually a little bit more minty green, but it's so pretty. The colors, everything. I'm so glad that I got a chance to participate in this. Mila does an amazing job, and I just absolutely, I love it. Wings of Spring Sal. It is fully released now, and it's open to the public to, I mean, it was already open up to everybody to just go ahead and stitch it, but is that not fabulous? I love it. Absolutely love it. How I'm going to finish it, don't know. That's a future me problem. I don't have to worry about that stuff. Anyway, okay, so that is all of my finishes. I do have some FFOs, like I said. I'll get to those in just a minute. I do have a couple of things that I did purchase besides the floss, the fill-in. I did get Stitching Quaker by Lindsay Waite of Primrose Cottage. It's got a tomato, all the colors, it's so pretty. I also purchased, I did not realize how big this one is. This is Stitching Rules by Primrose Cottage. I love it. I love the bright colors. It's a lot of fun. This puppy's, it's 85 by 296, so it's really tall. So I got to figure out what fabric, but I do have all the flosses. Thanks, Mom, for my 123 Stitch gift card, because that's where I got all of those goodies. I had all of everything but 3 bits of the Krynic, and I just went to one of my local, it's actually a needlework shop that's local here in the Dallas area, and it's Creative Stitches and Gifts, and managed to get the last little bit of the Krynic, the little spools that I needed, so we're all good. And then I did have some Stitchy kindness. So Tracy Schroed, she ended up, she was in Tennessee, and bless her heart, she is so sweet. She saw something and thought of me and insisted on getting it and then sent it to me. And it's so freaking cute. And Yeah. Tape measure. Is that not cute? And you just squeeze the wings and it makes it pop up. So thank you so much, Tracy. This is just the sweetest and I absolutely love it. A girl can never have too many tape measures, especially ones that look like this. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I do have finishes. Okay, let me take a zip. My FFOs. And I had sent some of this stuff to Tammy, Leopard and Lace Co. XOXO. And she was doing some finishing for me. And I think I just lost a pin off of this, possibly. Did I? Oh, no, memento. Oh, I did. Sorry. Get the top, back, side, my head, whatever. I knew there was something that was missing. I was trying to pull everything out of the bag a while ago. I got to meet up with Tammy and pick these up from her. But she did an amazing job FFOing these. So this is Nevermore, and I cannot remember who it was by. I'll try to find it. But she did an amazing job. This fabric is like got this gold metallic. I just love everything about it. It is wonderful. It is wonderful. I mean, it's got these little feathers in there and little sparkles. Because, you know, crows pick up all the stuff. So is that not wonderful? I absolutely love it. And then, y'all, and I'm going to try to be careful putting this up because there's stuff in here. So this is this is just Stitch Every Day. It's got these beautiful blue flowers. It's just, she did the brushed blue. She put the sparkles on it. It's got like a little pair of scissors, and it's got a needle and a spool. The cool thing is, you push this, because I keep on trying to open it the other way. It is, oh, you can see everything in there. Is that not awesome? So it's got oh, you get to see me too. Yay, I know you're excited. So it's got all kinds of little finishing stuff. She knew I had gobs of scissors, so it has a little scissor fob that she made to match. It has, this is a little pin cushion, and she made the pin cushion. It's got this really pretty pin here. A couple of little jars to put my needles in. This has got some little finishing nails in it. Also has a little blue button from our wonderful friend Nellie, Pink Nellie. So this is going to sit on my side table over where I stitch, so I can keep all my little goodies in there. Oh, she just did an amazing job. Absolutely amazing job. And if that wasn't gorgeous. So this is a pattern, and it is called Banbury Cross, I believe. I can't remember who it's by. We call it the Spotted Cock. This was a pattern that was picked up at a Pass the Stash table, and my friend Anna and I just started laughing about it. We thought it was hysterical. I don't know that she's finished stitching hers. We didn't stitch the whole thing. We just wanted to do the Spotted Cock. And I did him in some really beautiful overdyes on this pink fabric, and Tammy did an absolutely amazing job getting this on here. She said between this one and the one I'm about to show you, she says she'd never wants to have to lace anything ever again. Tammy, I agree. It's a pain in the ass. Okay, now this one, I was not sure how it was going to turn out because I really never had any plans on ever doing anything with it. And Tammy, you're going to kick me in the butt. I've already scratched the frame. But I have, I really didn't know. I just knew I loved the pattern. And I cannot remember who this is by. I know it's the Quilting Bee. Let me try to do this without getting all the reflection. Is that not gorgeous? Look at the framing that she did. Look at those mats that match perfectly. Is that not absolutely beautiful? And I have a wall right over there that is definitely going to be going on. But is that not? Oh, it's beautiful. She did an amazing job. I absolutely love it. I'm so excited. So excited to get this put up. I just got to figure out exactly where I'm going to be putting it. Or how I'm going to be putting it. I need to get the hanger to do it and get it hung up. And then I'll also be putting my spotted cock, of course. I don't know. The spotted cock may come back over here on this wall because it's nice and bright. So yeah, I've been kind of busy. Plus we had month end, and I have, including today, I had 4.5 days off in a row. I have gone to bed late sometimes. Slept in most times, and just enjoyed myself. I did get to meet up with Tammy yesterday. She was in town 4th of July with her family in the Denton area, and I got to meet up with her, and I had some goodies for her. I had some ribbon and some fabrics and some little charms and stuff to give to her for finishing, and she had my finishing pieces. And other than that, I've just taken care of, things that I needed to do around the house, ran some errands, finally got a package off to Kelly, realized I forgot to put stuff in the package to Kelly. So I'll probably be dropping those in a regular card and sending it through because, God forbid I actually put it all together. Yeah, whenever I have to try to remember to send something to somebody and I want to put other stuff in there, I have these little bags. Actually, I've got one right here. I have these little gift bags, and so I'll just put a sticky note on it. This one was Kelly's. It's now empty because I sent everything to her. But obviously, I didn't do it well enough, but I'll put their name on it with a sticky note, and I'll just keep it over here on my table. So every time I think that I want to put something in there or something, I'm like, oh, I need to send this to Kelly. I just drop it in the bag. I did not completely do that. So, yeah, I failed. I did, though, come across, I found some of my sheet protectors. Kind of what I was telling you guys before about doing the fabrics. This just makes it a little bit easier so they slide in. So this is, I have them on my board, my comic book boards, and it also has the label of, let me go to the right side, of what fabric color, who it's by, what count, what size, and everything. But I put them in the clear sheet protectors because this makes it a little bit easier for them to slide in. So these little pins and stuff don't come off. So I am still trying to wrangle all of my fabric. I have put where I put my 32 counts all standing up, so maybe I actually have room in there now. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see. I have sort of kind of been working on, go on this side, my floss wall. As I've been de-kitting some things, I've been kind of on the flip side doing my DMC, trying to kind of put those in somewhat of order. It's going to be a long haul. Although, considering I keep on trying to pull as much from stash when I can for some of these projects, it makes it a little bit easier because if I'm pulling it from to where it's on a bobbin, I'm turning around and putting it on floss drops. Now, whether it's on just the plain white floss drops where I write them, I do that if I don't have the sticker with it. If I do have not the sticker, but the words are hard. The label, the DMC label with the number, I snip those down and I'll use them on my little acrylic jobbies, which I don't have any of them right here. I thought I did. This is the bag that some of those come in. So I use those that way. And I'm trying to do pretty much on the new nice acrylic ones. I only put a full skein just to make it a little bit easier, especially because some of my floss that I have is older and like 20, 30 plus years. And sometimes the dye lots don't match because capitalism and the environment and changing formulas and life. We'll just leave it there. Anyway, okay, so you know what? I think we're about to wrap this up because I went through this pretty darn quickly and I don't really have a whole lot to tell. Like I said, I was off for several days. It was freaking wonderful. I didn't go anywhere because I thought I was getting sick. I listened to my mother's advice and took some meds, used my neti pot to get the gunk out of my nose and my sinuses, and that helped a lot. I think, and honestly, just resting did wonders. I have been cleaning up some around my house. One of my challenges from Debbie is to, oh crud, I don't remember. Something with organizing. I think it was organizing my floss or my fabric, something. It was something cross-stitch related, so it's all good. That and doing One Nation. I'm still waiting on Melissa to tell me what her challenges are for me for Whip Go for this month. Maybe I'll get lucky and it's something I'm already working on that I've been feeling an urge to. Who knows? That's the great thing about having other people do it. And y'all, I know I got crazy hair. I don't know what it's doing. I took my shower yesterday morning. It's just kind of doing its own thing. And I keep on cracking up because I keep on seeing this little wing out here. Y'all, it's a thing. And I have to dress up for work tomorrow. So I still have to figure out what the hell I'm going to wear to work tomorrow. We have a new president of our company coming in tomorrow. We have lunch with him, and then we have a mixer. Thank God it's during work hours, because I don't go to stuff after work hours. They got me from 8:30 to 5. After that, no. Mm-mm. So we're going to be doing that, and they're also doing headshots. So they're wanting us to, like, that way people will be dressed up, and so they can get headshots, because that way we look good for the new president. I know what they're doing. Psh. I'm not getting a headshot done. Don't want to. Plus it'll be freaking hot. Why we always do headshots when it's summertime in Texas? What the fuck, people? I don't get it. Anyway, let's see. We are going to have, it's not this coming weekend. I think it's the next weekend, the Midsummer Stitch, Lindy Stitches. So go check out her stuff, because I think it's like $12, and it's a Friday, Saturday this time. So it'll be fun. We go on there. There's all kinds of stitchy rooms. There's classes. I think they are doing some more finishing type classes. I don't know if they're shopping or not. I don't remember. Go check it out. It's always a lot of fun. We always have a blast. That's the same weekend as my local stitchy group, so it makes it kind of tough, because I don't get to go on in the morning. And since it's not a Sunday one, because Sunday is normally the day when I can really go in, I'll probably go in Friday evening and then Saturday when I get home from stitchy group. So I don't normally get home from there till like 5:30 or so. So then I'll stay up late as I can on Saturday night, and then become unconscious on Sunday, which is all good. But it's a lot of fun. You should check it out. If you have never been to a cross-stitch retreat, anything like that, it's a good way to kind of get your toes dipped in the water without having to leave your own home. Yeah, comfort level. It's wonderful. Whoever started doing digital events in general, I know a lot of it had to do with the pandemic, but it is wonderful. It is so wonderful. Other than that, okay, you ready for some poetry? I got some good stuff. This time. So we will start. This first one is Gray Matters by Kristen Costello. Poems about mental health and healing. I need all the help I can get. This one is called Reminder. I pluck these words from the therapist's lips, sprinkle them onto an index card, and tuck my tiny treasure in the desk drawer between Hershey's Kisses and green paper clips. No, you are not yet where you want to be, but you aren't where you were, and that's worth celebrating. Hell yeah, definitely worth celebrating. Definitely. And another one, which is one of my absolute favorites, Donna Ashworth. This one's To the Women. I love her stuff. This is one that Mom sent to me. Actually, I think she sent both of those to me. I just love her stuff. If you ever get to hear her do her own poetry, follow her on Instagram. She does a lot of stuff up there. But she's got a wonderful accent, and her voice is just wonderful. And to hear it in her voice is just wonderful. And this one is called That's Friendship. Be there for the messy parts of someone's life. Don't be afraid of the ugly. Hold someone's hand when no one else can or will. Pull them to stand. Be there for the dark moments and then enjoy the light together. Don't take a seat at a celebratory table if you won't be there to collect the shattered pieces when the same world falls apart. That's friendship. It's easy to get an invite to someone's someone's celebration, but if you get invited to someone's raw and real, show up. You've been blessed. I have been, and I'm so thankful for it. I know that I have not always been the best friend. I think we all have that. My mouth gets me in trouble. My passion gets me in trouble. And I mean it with love, but it doesn't come out that way. So that's one of the things that I try to work on with it myself. To shut up and listen. Yeah. Those that know me know how hard that is. The cup kind of goes along with this. Yeah. It is hard sometimes. But I am so thankful for the people in my life that have, even when I didn't necessarily invite them in, because I'm not good at reaching out, and we've established this. I am not good at reaching out. But they have walked in when I'm at my messiest and held my hand and pulled me up and then celebrated with me later. It's a blessing. I strive to be that person. I am so blessed to have those people in my life. Try to strive for that. Try to strive to be that person for others. It's not easy, but you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it when you have those battle scars together as friends from standing side by side and fighting each other's demons. It's worth it. Definitely. So on that note, I'm going to get the heck out of Dodge. I'm going to release you from this crazy. And I hope that you have an absolutely fabulous week. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be hot as Hades here in Texas. Oh. I know that there are parts of Texas that have gotten so much rain. And my heart goes out to those people. I know people that are infected in multiple areas. Those that are affected, God, my heart just goes out to you. It breaks for you. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with that, but just do what you can where you can, and I hope that you have a wonderful week, and just do what makes your heart happy and keep on stitching. I love you guys.